it's consistent among other people. And I think it's going to the right. so let's talk about tracking. So where's all your website traffic coming from, and how to take advantage of knowing where that traffic's coming from. Right? So a new tool, Google Analytics 4. You want to write this down. You want to make sure it's installed, because this tool will help you track all the traffic that's coming to your website. And not only that, but it's going to tell you the behavior, what pages they're going to, where they're dropping off at, how long they're spending on your website, and what type of engagements they're having. So for example, one key feature is the real time. So right now, if you go to this tool and you create it, it'll tell you exactly how many visitors are on your site right now. And some of you might be familiar with the old analytics, universal analytics, but this one is more advanced, and it kind of signifies how people are engaging on your site and the behaviors people are using. And the good thing about Google Analytics 4 is you can create audiences, you can create a lot of detail as far as reporting, exactly what you want to know as far as what cities people are coming from, what devices people are using. All that information can be tracked on Google Analytics 4. The previous version of this, you had to get a developer and put code on your website in order to track certain things. But this one, you could track PDF downloads. You could track if people play a video on your site or pause the video. You could track if people go to other sites that are outside of your site as well, outbound clicks. So I highly recommend you signing up for this, and it's a free tool as well.
What is it again?
Google Analytics 4.
What was the last one?
Google Analytics 4. Yeah, Google Analytics 4. So Google Analytics 4, and look at this. It even tells us what devices people are using. So devices in GA4. It tells us that people are using iPhones. It tells us that people are using Androids. It tells us what tablet people are using. It tells us what type of computer people are using. It even tells us if they're standing up or sitting down when they're using this tablet. Just kidding, it doesn't tell you that. But you never know. You never know. Maybe in the future, right? Everybody was shocked, right? What's going on with technology? It's crazy. But it can tell you all the key information about the user that you need, such as where they're located, what device they're using, what they did on their device, like did they go to your home page, did they go to your contact page, when they dropped off. It'll tell you all that key information. All right, so it'll tell you from the time they got to your home page, what page they go to, and what did they do, and when did they drop off. So many exploration paths, so many behavior reports that you can use in Google Analytics 4, and definitely look into that. Just so you know, I've done 2-day presentations only on this tool. That's how much information is in here. But what I recommend is you figure out what is the most important reports that you can use, a dashboard, and then utilize that report and get those emails on a weekly basis so you don't have to log in and see it yourself and try to organize it. All right, so one thing you want to write down too is Google Search Console. So Google Search Console is it'll tell you what people are typing in specifically to get to your website. So this is a key tool. For example, if you think people are typing in transcription services in Denver, you'll find out from this tool that people are actually typing in transcriber services or court reporting services in Denver. And now you know that information, you can put that on your website, use those words in your blog posts as well. So SimilarWeb, you want to write that down. It can help you see other competitors, see how much traffic they got, and where they're getting their traffic from. Right. So overall, you want to make sure you are ready. So make sure you are ready for opportunities. Make sure you're ready, because at any moment, business can change. I mean, we've seen how the pandemic is. We've seen how things can change overnight. And overnight, that's when other opportunities are available. But you want to be ready for those opportunities right now in case people start searching all of a sudden tomorrow or next week. So all these tips that I've talked about as far as like search engines and social media, do all that right now. So if there's a huge uptick in your business, then you're already ready versus trying to catch up and keep up with other people that already implemented some of these strategies. And remember to work smart and not hard, just like these pets.
Run.
As you can see, even the dogs know that you want to work smart, not hard. All right, so any questions so far about all this? Yes.
I have a question. So I know when I search something, I feel like even if I say something, my phone knows it and it shows up.
Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering, like, I know I can do these things to promote the school or whatever, but how, I feel like it's more the person that's doing it and what they're Googling.
Yeah, I get it,
How
yep.
how do you affect that?
Oh yeah, so you can affect that. It's based off if people are signed into certain things. So for example, in your phone, you have settings that you can go to turn it off. As far as like if you want the apps to listen to you, like Pandora does it a lot, where they listen to a conversation and all that. But you can turn that off. But even with Google, you can't really affect it as much. You just got to know your audience more. But you always want to think about, well, there is a percentage of people that, let's say for instance, I'm in Houston and I'm searching for something. I'm going to get all the content that's in Houston. But that's not, but that's not always the case though. You don't want to, that might be like 50%, I don't know the specific data, but it's not everyone. So you want to have content out there, you want to put it on your website. Because again, like I said, you never know where people are coming from. It could be coming from California to search, or it could be from New York. So you always want to still put out the content out there. And then think about knowing your audience and knowing who the audience. If you know the audience a little bit more, then it'll help you to create the content. But utilize the Google Analytics 4, and then it'll tell you more about what they're doing and who they are. Yep. Any other questions? Yes.
There's a lot of behind-the-scenes activity to keep these sites and post on these sites, keep the sites up and stuff. Are there companies that offer services that can put content up that keep you more relevant in search engines?
Put content up. So what I recommend, so what my team does, we offer SEO search optimization services. One of my specific strategies is I have a blog writer, and I tell the blog writer to go to Search Engine Console or Google Analytics, and I say, hey, look at what people are typing in to find our site. Write a blog post based off that. And then I have another marketing person go in and update my website and put that blog post up there. That's pretty much how you would do it without you personally doing it, but yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's hard to scale, really.
Yeah, that's what you gotta, mostly. With that stuff, there's no real automated system yet, but you wanna make sure you put people in place, like that can help you out with the writing aspect. Because I mean, everybody's busy, and you might not specialize in this, but so I recommend that, yes. Anybody else, any questions? So yes.
I've never played with Google reviews except just to look for restaurants and stuff. Can you, I guess if it's my company, my business, can I delete negative comments?
No, you can't delete. You have
You
to.
can be spiteful, Let me go out there.
You can respond. I would recommend like calling them and talking about figuring out what happened, and then having them remove it if you handle the situation offline. So that's what I recommend. Yeah. All right. So I offer consulting. My company, what we do is we help with search engine optimization. We can help you get set up with all the stuff we talked about, analytics training or consulting, and also advisory as well. And if you scan this QR code, you get the book Digital Marketing Results. You'll scan it, and then you can get where to get it. And also, if you want to contact me, you can scan that other one, and then or email me as well if you need any information about what we talked about. And I'll be here with the rest of the books from yesterday, the Leading in a Virtual World book as well. But thanks for having me. Thanks.